Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to Assumption High School in round number 2 of the annual Cranberry Classic basketball tournament. We wrap up tourney play tonight with a couple of local teams as the Nekoosa Papermakers take on the Assumption Royals in boys high school basketball action. My name is Tom Kirst. Along with me behind the camera tonight is Nita Kirst. And we're both certainly glad you could join us for this Nekoosa Sports telecast. Our thanks, as always, to Nekoosa High School and River City's Community Access for helping us make telecasts of NHS sports possible. Nekoosa and Assumption, both winners last night, meet this evening with bragging rights on the line. In round 1 action, Nekoosa topped Pittsville 62-44, while Assumption pulled the big upset, beating state-ranked Columbus Catholic 59-52. Those games set the stage tonight for what should be an interesting and entertaining climax of this 29th annual Cranberry Classic tourney. Assumption already has 3 games under their belt. They own wins over Edgar and Columbus. They opened the season with a loss to Northland Lutheran. The Royals have played very well in the early season and proved that last night with that big win over Columbus. In that game, Assumption found themselves trailing by 7 after 1 period, closed the gap to just 1 at half, and then outscored the Dons 18-14 in the third, 12-10 in that final period to get the win. Assumption showed a very balanced scoring attack last night with senior Josh Pultz leading the way. He had 14 points. Close behind, Jared Haas had 13, Colt Linsmeyer 11, and Chase Lamp 10 for the Royals in the win. Nekoosa stands at 2-0 on the year. They opened their season with a win over Poynette, then added their second win last night over Pittsville. As I mentioned, Nekoosa topped Pittsville last night. Owen Linsmeyer led the way. He had quite a night. Scored the first 12 points for Nekoosa in that ball game. Finished the night with 27 to lead all Nekoosa scores. It's time to meet tonight's teams. First for Nekoosa, dressed in the Blue Road uniforms, 6'1" senior is Owen Linsmeyer wearing number 2. Number 12 is Brett Gersmal, a 5'11" senior. Brad Savage stands 6'4". He's a senior, wears number 14. Ty Kreider is 6'4", senior, number 32 for the Papermakers. And wearing number 42 is 6'4" junior Tanner Stevens. So the same starting lineup we saw last night for Coach Chuck Baldischweiler's team. On the court again tonight. Of course, Coach Baldischweiler in his 8th season leading this Nekoosa program. For Assumption, they will start 6' senior Josh Pultz. Along with 6'2" junior, wearing number 22, Chase Lamp. Jared Haas, a 6' junior, wears number 30. Brady Waltis, a 5'7" sophomore. The 4th starter for the Royals. Number 5 is Colt Linsmeyer. He's a 5'9" junior, wears number 44. Assumption, of course, coached by Mr. Gary Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck has been at Assumption for a long time. I couldn't even tell you how many years, definitely over 10 years. A lot of success with this Assumption Royal basketball program. So it's 2-0 Nekoosa taking on 2-1 Assumption. And what amounts to the championship game, though there isn't really a championship trophy handed out for this tourney. Both these teams won last night. One of them's going to win tonight. Assumption not a big team, that's for sure. I don't see a player over 6 foot on the court right now for the Royals. So Nekoosa with an edge there. But Assumption will come get you, that's for sure. They'll be pressuring the basketball all night. A lot of full court pressure. So Nekoosa is going to be challenged in the backcourt. Almost a turnover. They're going to give it back to Nekoosa. I believe Assumption's opening 1-3-1 in a zone, and they love to trap out of that zone. Colt Linsmeyer chasing the ball on top. Nekoosa with 2 guards on top to combat that strategy. They swing the basketball to Owen. Linsmeyer a little bit long with that one. Savage with a good rebound. Goes up strong and puts it down. Draws the foul as well. As Colt Linsmeyer picked up the push. And Brad Savage to the line to shoot 1. And Savage gives the Papermakers a 3-0 lead. Nekoosa with some pressure, and Pulse turns it over. Owen, good feed. Savage lays it down. So it's Nekoosa with the turnover. Linsmeyer up ahead, had a man. Haas couldn't handle it. Ball on the floor taken away by Gersmal. Haas takes it back and gets it out to Lamp. Haas in the corner, swings it to Pulse on top. Nekoosa man-to-man. 3 ball on the way by Chase Lamp. That's out. Linsmeyer with a rebound. Pulse from town. 5-2 Nekoosa. We played a minute. Assumption extends at 1-3-1. Trapping in the backcourt. Owen needs a buddy right now. And Gersmal can't handle a pass. Pulse. 5-4 Nekoosa. Boy, we got to be strong with the basketball. Little fluff pass there, almost ended up in the Assumption seats. The student section right there. Linsmeyer really taking that, making Linsmeyer use only half the court. Another turnover, and Owen gets the foul. So it started out sweet for Nekoosa. They got a turnover, turn it into a basket, but since then the Papermakers have turned it over 3 times. And now Josh Pulse, who has 4 already, was going to shoot 2. Jim gets nice and quiet for Pulse. Nice crowd on hand tonight. It's not a full gym by any means. See the Assumption fans across the way. Assumption with their first lead at 6-5. We only played about 2 minutes. Owen to Savage. Savage had it tipped away. Tarek Tuttle, who's in the game now for Nekoosa, retrieved that one. Kreider, Savage, good bounce pass, but Stevens can't handle it. Boy, they attacked that fairly well that time, but Tanner couldn't handle the ball on the baseline. Brad Savage out. Hunter Sipla in the ballgame. Sipla creates a turnover. No. Assumption takes a timeout. So Coach Weisenbeck takes the timeout to avoid the turnover. 30-second timeout. 5:44 to play yet here in the period. A 1-point Nekoosa advantage. Ball game played prior to this one tonight featured Pittsville taking on Catholic Columbus. About a 10-point game halfway through the 3rd quarter. Columbus extended that lead in the 4th quarter and went on to defeat Pittsville. Not sure what the final score was, but the final margin was about 18 points. Of course, last night, Assumption surprised Columbus 59-52. Nekoosa topped Pittsville 62-44. Put the ball in play rather quickly, I might say. Wide open for a 15-footer is Lamp, and he knocks it down. 8-5. Lamp now with his first basket. That's the first basket for anybody besides Pulse. Sipla inside. Nice job. Good feed from Ty Kreider. 8-7 Assumption. Lamp got a step on the baseline. Linsmeyer taps it out of bounds. Brady Bolt is in the corner, finally got out of there. Lamp kicks it back out to Haas. Assumption showing some patience this possession. Running that man-to-man offense. Making Nekoosa work hard on that defensive end. Stevens taps it out of bounds. Lamp puts it in play to Pultz. Pultz likes to drive. Oh, nice feed. Jared Haas got the basket on the Pultz assist. 10-7 Assumption. Turnover number 5. I like the idea of that pass, though. That diagonal pass against that 1-3-1. You'll find people open low, cross court many times against that 1-3-1. Lamp. Owen with the rebound. Had it poked away by Linsmeyer. Colt Linsmeyer missed the shot. I'm not sure if Sipley got a piece of that or not. A good hustle by Sipley either way. Owen. Linsmeyer versus Linsmeyer. Owen missed the shot. Kreider with the rebound. Owen with the open three, and he knocked that down. So Owen's first basket tonight ties the game at 10, and now Linsmeyer with a steal. All the way to the basket, lays it down. Nekoosa by 2. 3:10 to play here in the quarter. Going inside, Baltus against Tuttle, and Assumption taps the ball out of bounds. Oh, I got that wrong. I thought that went off an Assumption hand, went off a Nekoosa hand. Fade Sorensen checks in for Nekoosa, I've seen for Assumption along with Trevor Newton and one other player. I believe 54, Nathaniel Clark also in for Assumption. Sorensen with it, guarded by Tuttle. Pultz lost it. It's going to be Nekoosa basketball. I think Pultz tried to make something out of nothing that time. Tried to slice between a couple of defenders. Simply lost the basketball. Trevor Newton now working the point defensively. That requires a lot of work. Bad decision there by Savage. Lamp the other way, got it. Chase Lamp with 4, we're tied at 12. We have 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Owen, good look. Lamp with a rebound. Good head and shoulder fake by Clark, but he missed the shot. Sorensen will take it from 14. Another offensive board. And Ty Kreider taps it out of bounds. Minute 34 to play in the quarter. Oh, a little bump by Savage. Not much there. That's going to be the second team foul on Nekoosa. And to be truthful, I don't remember the first team foul on Nekoosa. They do have Nekoosa with 2 fouls. Oh, I think Owen had one, didn't he, earlier?
Yeah.
Assumption's committed 1 team foul. Baltus drops it off to Fade. Lamp from 16. Chase Lamp showing something here. Junior now with 6 in the quarter. And Assumption back up on top by 2. Good pass. Owen finds Hunter Sipla, who is fouled. Fade Sorensen picks up the foul, his first second team foul. And junior Hunter Sipla will attempt one more. Can draw Nekoosa within 1 here. Got his own rebound, and I think, no, it's going to be Assumption basketball. And the corner double team handled well by Assumption. They got a man on the other end. That's Nathaniel Clark. He missed the shot, though. That's going to be Nekoosa basketball. Well, that's twice now. Nekoosa's dodged a bullet in the last few minutes. They still trail by 2. Andy Eichinger, 5'11" senior, checks in for Assumption. Owen works against Newton. Tarek Tuttle's going to fire the 3. And Nekoosa's going to get the foul. I believe Hunter Siplo. It is Hunter. Third team foul on the Papermakers. Full court pressure now applied by Coach Baldischweiler's team. Sipla with a steal, puts it down. Tied at 14, 15 seconds to play here in the quarter. Linsmeyer muscles it up. Savage with the rebound, 10 seconds left to play. 5 seconds. Owen's going to launch the long 3, back rim, and that's going to do it. So very close and entertaining first quarter, as expected. A score after 1, Nekoosa 14 and Assumption 14. Assumption with the basketball to begin quarter number 2, tied at 14. Lamp takes it to the hole, fouled by Brett Gersmo. Chase Lamp has had a nice offensive game tonight. Knocked down a couple of jump shots, taking the ball to the basket. Now he's going to shoot a couple of free throws. We found his weakness. Lamp, by the way, with 6 points in that first quarter. Josh Pulse also had 6 for Assumption. Jared Haas with 2. For Nekoosa, Owen had 5, Brad Savage 5, and Hunter Sipla 4. 15-14 Assumption. Good look for Linsmeyer. Good make for Owen. The second tray. So Nekoosa goes with a skip pass here in their first possession. 2-on-1 the other way. Linsmeyer takes it up on Gersmo, missed the shot. Offensive rebound put back in by Jared Haas, and he is fouled by Ty Kreider. Nope, it was Ty Kreider, yep. So the smaller Assumption team really doing a good job of rebounding on the offensive end. As a matter of fact, they're beating Nekoosa right now on that end. Haas completes the three-point play, 18-17 Royal lead. Good feed. Ty Kreider from Owen Linsmeyer. Ty's first bucket. Nekoosa by 1. Linsmeyer guarded by Ciplo. Brett Gersman is going to pick up the block. I'm sure where the hold came from that time that the official designated there. He's talking to Gersman right now. 19-18 the score. Nekoosa on top. Hey, quick hands by Owen. Taps it to Savage. Cipla can't retrieve the Gersmal pass. And here come the Royals. Pultz guarded by Linsmeyer. You know, Josh Pultz had the first 6 in the game for Assumption, and he's been quiet since. Good feed inside, a miss though by Haas, who rushed that shot. Owen the other way. Ty Kreider fires the 3 and hits it. Nekoosa's third 3-ball ties first. Papermakers by 4 at 22-18. Lamp cut off by Savage. Good help by Brad. Lamp from the other side. A little bit long. Savage with the rebound. Brett Gersmal drops it inside. In and out. With the passing, Owen had a good look. Came up short. No look pass the other way. Kreider picks off the second pass. Savage to the basket. Once, twice. And Brad Savage now has 6. 24-18. Pultz. Cross court. Linsmeyer fouled going to the basket. Let's see who gets it. I think Gersmal will. If so, that'll be Brett's third. No, they gave it to Owen. That's Owen's second. Colt Linsmeyer buries the first. Still have 4:54 to play here in the half. Both Gersmal and Linsmeyer now with 2 fouls. Assumption in the bonus the rest of the half. Clark with a nice touch. Make that Linsmeyer with a nice touch. 4-point game. Stevens. Boy, Tanner looked surprised when he caught the pass inside. Wasn't sure what to do with it, I think. Nekoosa takes a timeout from the bench to save the possession. They'll have the ball out of bounds. 4:42 to play, first half. 24-20, Nekoosa. Nekoosa puts it in play. Hunter Cipla looking for a friend. Finds Stevens, drops it off to Kreider. This pass tipped, picked up by Owen. And Owen with a poor decision there. Whose ball is it though? Oh, they're going to give it to Assumption. I thought maybe that went off an Assumption hand, but I be dreaming. Nekoosa full court pressure again. And Owen with a good play, taps it out of bounds. So we'll move up the whole process about 20 feet and try it again. Fade Sorensen puts it in play. Pultz. Picked up by Sorensen. Lamp for 3. Bingo. Chase Lamp now with 10. And the Royals, who were down by 6, back within 1 at 24-23. Again, good cross-court pass. Linsmeyer to Kreider. 26-23 Nekoosa. 4 minutes to play in the half. Pultz will fire the 3, and he'll hit it. Tied at 26. Tettle. Owen rounding out. Oh, Nekoosa. Kreider fought, as did Sipla. I think they fought each other off the ball. One of them had an easy catch and a layup. Either one. Linsmeyer tries to post up Sipla inside. They rotate the basketball to the other side. Lamp right over the top of Kreider. Might have forced that one a bit, huh? Owen's pass tipped. Colt Linsmeyer the other way. Owen can't challenge him, and Linsmeyer misses the layup. Owen the other way. Fouled going to the basket. He'll shoot 2. Well, that's like 3 times in this game now where Assumption really had what looked like a pretty easy basket and got nothing out of it. Waiting to see who the foul went on. I'm not sure. I thought I saw 14, but I don't think there's a 14 in the game for Assumption. And I haven't seen anything posted on the board. And now the scoring table is saying we don't have a 14. And the referee's going to come over. And now they've got that straightened out. And who did the foul go on? Don't really know. Or is it there's more discussion? I'm sorry. One, 2. So Fade Sorensen picked up his second. And Owen shoots the second of 2 free throws. Nekoosa should have a lead right now, right? Didn't Owen make the first? Scoreboard says we're tied at 26, so we'll go with that. I believe it should be 27-26. Trevor Newton picks up the foul. It's a 3rd team foul only on Assumption. Now they put up the extra point. It's like a slow internet connection, like I said last night. It just takes a while. Sooner or later it downloads to that scoreboard. Usually. Owen slices to the hole and puts it down. 29-26 Papers. Pulse. Long feed. Pulse recovers the bad pass. Josh Pulse all over the place here, isn't he? Sorensen back to Pulse. Picked up by Savage. Newton with the 3, that's missed. Minute 45 to play in the half. Savage will fire the 3. Recovered by Pulse in the corner. Pulse, bad pass. You can see it coming. He's just sort of out of control the entire time he had the basketball. Stevens is going to shoot it. Back the other way is Lamp. Pulse. Lamp for 3. That's going to be off. No. Curveball jump shot that time by Chase Lamp. Found the bottom of the net. And we're tied at 29 with under a minute now to play in the first half. Good feed inside before the shot. That's a good foul by Fade Sorensen. Fade is running the baseline in that 1-3-1, and Owen caught the pass in great shooting position. And Fade, for the most part, saved 2 points there for his team. Picking up his 3rd foul, though. Savage puts it in play. 49 seconds to play in the half. Owen, good look. Left it short. Brad Savage cleans it up. He has 9. Nekoosa back up by 2. Newton. Kreider with the block. Nathaniel Clark tries to get it the other side. Bad pass. It should be Nekoosa basketball. It is. Obviously, the Assumption fans didn't think it was supposed to be Nekoosa basketball, but somehow I got that one right. Under 20 seconds to play. Kreider, bad pass. So Nekoosa had the opportunity for the last shot in the half. Now that belongs to Assumption. And Josh Pultz will check back in. Get a little more offense on the floor for this last 13.4 seconds. Owen comes up to meet Pultz. They run the screen for Lamp. Misses that one. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Stevens does not get off his shot. And the first half comes to an end. So again, a very entertaining half of high school basketball action. Our score, Nekoosa 31 and Assumption 29. We got 16 more minutes of regulation anyway to play in this ball game. Very close basketball game. 21, make that 31-29 Nekoosa leads. Heading into this third period. Nekoosa scoring in that first half. Owen Linsmeyer leads the way with 11, including 2 3 balls. Brad Savage having a good night. He's got 9. Hunter Sipla with 4. And Ty Kreider with 7. All of those coming in the second period. For Assumption, Josh Pultz has 9 points, including a 3 ball. Jace Lamp has 2 threes and 13 to lead the scoring for the Royals. Jared Haas has 5. And Colt Linsmeyer 2 for 2 from the line and 2 points for Colt. This game was tied 14-all after 1 quarter. Nekoosa outscored Assumption 17-15 in that second frame. And they have a 2-point advantage as the ball is put in play here. They begin the third period. Assumption, nothing changes there. 1-3-1, pressuring the basketball, trapping the basketball. Gersmal walks. So the pressure pays off again for the Royals. Though Nekoosa has done a pretty good job against the pressure tonight. They really have, thus far. I've seen other Nekoosa teams crumble. I think Gersmal just picked up a foul now. It's his 4th. No, it's 14. Savage got the foul. That's his 2nd. Chase Lamp gets it in play to Baltus. Lamp from the corner. A little bit long. Linsmeyer with the rebound. Knocked off of his leg by Linsmeyer. So Owen Linsmeyer slapped the ball out of Colt Linsmeyer's hands. It went off of Colt's knee. Nekoosa basketball. That's a couple of times now Assumption set up Chase Lamp on that out-of-bounds play. Screen for him to get to one of the corners and then shoot the 3 ball. Good pass, Kreider to Owen. Gersmal battles. And it's going to be an Assumption foul coming up on Colt Linsmeyer. Well, I got that one wrong again, too. I'm going to stop guessing. Chase Lamp got the foul. Could have swore that was Linsmeyer. Owen had a good look there, didn't take it. Sipla, boy, he got bumped going to the basket. And now Sipla's going to get the foul. I don't understand that one. Oh, actually, Brad Savage got the foul. I didn't even see Savage in the frame. Nekoosa says it should be their basketball, but it's going to belong to Assumption. Baltus puts it in play to Pultz. Pulse will bring it back around. Balta swings it to Lamp. Lensmeyer with a miss and Savage high for the rebound. And Brad showed some jumping skill there. Brad Gersmal fires the three. Picked out of the air by Baltus. Baltus a near over and back. Pulse fires the three. It's his second tray. And Assumption with a 1-point lead. First scoring, it took 2 minutes here in the third quarter. That ball was tipped, I thought. Yes, it was tipped. Good call by the outside official. Tarek Tuttle in for Nekoosa. Owen. Zipla kept it alive. Tuttle had a layup and kicked it out to Owen. Owen off with that one. And here comes the Royals. Sort of a strange possession. Lamp. A lot of contact. No foul. And now we get a call. I think Assumption probably had a call coming prior to this one. And this one really hurts Nekoosa because it goes on Savage, and I believe that's number 4. It is. He'll be coming out in just a second. Jared Haas looking for his 6th point on the night. And misses 2. Still a 1-point game. Ty Kreider, good look, good make. That's a 3-ball. Nekoosa back on top by 2. Seesaw affair here tonight in the Assumption Gym. I'd be willing to bet this one's going to go down to the wire. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Lensmeyer got back out the Lamp. Pultz got away with a walk and then hits the little runner. 34 all. Oh, dangerous pass there. Owen. His first points of the third quarter. Nekoosa by 2. Lamp wide open for 3. I don't think you can give him that one. His third 3-bomb of the night. He's got 16 for the evening. And Assumption up by 1. Coach Baldischweiler takes the timeout. And again, that was a timeout to save a possession. I've seen that now 3 times tonight from these 2 coaches. More basketball next week. The boys are in action on Monday. That'll be December 2nd. They take on Medford in the Nekoosa Gym. We will not have that game on public access. The girls play on Tuesday in the Nekoosa Gym. They take on Mauston. We will record that ball game for public access. The girls play on Thursday at Blair Taylor. We will not record that ball game. Then again, next Friday, which will be the 6th of December, we'll be in the Nekoosa Gym again as Nekoosa takes on Mauston. And again, we will record that game for public access. So 2 games next week for public access viewing later on. Girls game on Tuesday, the boys game on Friday. Trevor Newton picks up the push foul. Two team fouls for Assumption in the quarter and the half. Nekoosa with 3. I'm willing to bet they all belong to Brad Savage, too. Owen tries to slip it inside to Kreider, off of Ty's leg and out of bounds. Owen had a pretty good look that time. I think Nekoosa's been better off with him just pulling up and shooting that 10-footer. Lamp all alone. That one's off. Battle for the rebound, and we're going to get a held ball. The Assumption's possession. Well, the crowd got excited by that one for some reason, didn't they? Lamp puts it in play. Good hustle by Newton. That ball was not touched by Tuttle. So Nekoosa basketball. 3:30 to play in the quarter. 37-36 Assumption. Tuttle in the corner. Double team. Gets it to Kreider about 3 feet away. Owen just can't find the range here in the quarter. Hunter Siplow. Foul going up. He'll shoot 2. Hunter Siplow is just a blue-collar player. He's always banging and battling inside. And he picks up a lot of garbage hoops, and he's really been an asset for the Papermakers here in the early going of this season. Hunter played last season at Adams Friendship. His family moved to the Nekoosa district. Had a good football season, and now looking pretty good on the basketball court. Makes 1 of 2, and now Hunter's going to get the foul. His second. Team 4th, I believe. Tied at 37 now. Owen comes up to meet Pultz at the center line. Little motion offense here by Assumption. Pultz. Lamp from the baseline. Tuttle got a hand on it and slapped it out of bounds. Tarek Tuttle reminds me a lot of Michael Peterson from a few years ago. You're not going to get a whole lot of points out of him, but you're going to get a good floor game from him. Full timeout on the court, 2:48 to play. We're tied at 37. Pulse finds Lamp in the corner. Kreider taps it out of Lamp's hand. We'll do it again. This time Lamp will do the privileges and he'll find Pulse. Tuttle with the rebound. Tarek gonna swing it back out, I hope. Got double teamed, triple teamed. Ty Kreider has a good look. A little long, but it comes right back to him. And now a travel on Ty. Game has slowed a bit here in the third quarter. Assumption's outscored Nekoosa 8-6. Tarek Tuttle with a steal. There's a little offense from Tarek. His first basket. Papermakers back on top. Lamp with an extra step, and it's called. Excuse me, not Lamp. That was Brady Baltus with the extra step. That's an NBA move right there. It's legal in the NBA. He could have taken another 2 steps, providing he jams the ball through the rim when he gets there. They love the dramatic. Good steal by Newton. Kreider back. And Ty evidently got Newton with the body. Nekoosa's 5th team foul. And for Ty, that is foul number 2. Trevor Newton, a 6-foot senior, shoots 2. He can tie the game if he makes both. One more for Newton. Left-hander strokes that one. His first point, by the way. And an assumption foul on Newton. His third foul, fourth on assumption. Stevens on the baseline. Tapped away by Lamp. Tanner's got to look to attack the basket a little bit when he catches the basketball, or look at the basket. Zipla, good feed. Ty Kreider with a basket. Good short pass that time by Hunter. 41-38 Nekoosa. Minute 10 to play, third quarter. Holtz double teamed. And he's bailed out with a foul. I think Zipla is going to get it, but I've been wrong about 18 times tonight. Hunter Zipla picks up his third. Nekoosa in a bit of foul trouble. That is for certain. And Assumption now in the bonus the rest of the night. Holtz. 16-footer. Air ball. And Nekoosa will have it with 55 seconds to play in the third. I hope these teams aren't wearing down just a little bit. 2 nights of basketball. Working hard on the defensive end. Man alive. Ball chipped out of bounds by Lamp. Haas back in for the Royals. Zipla puts it in play with 42 seconds left on the clock. Ty Kreider. Hunter Zipla fouled and puts it down. There he is again. Working hard inside. Paid off in dividends that time. Brady Baltus with the foul. Team number 5. Team foul number 5. And Hunter doesn't get the roll. So it stays a 5-point game at 43-38. Might be big for Nekoosa to finish this quarter strong now. I mean, they've been up by as many as 6 in this game just to see Assumption come back in the next minute or two to make it a 1-point game or even take the lead back again. Right now they're up by 5 with 30 seconds to play. Holtz tries to back down Owen. Lamp got a screen, missed badly. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Owen, 10 seconds. Looking for a friend. Zipla got it at the buzzer. Very nice execution down the stretch. Linsmeyer to Zipla. And Hunter's basket gives Nekoosa a 7-point lead. We're heading to the fourth. I scored Nekoosa 45 and Assumption 38. Nekoosa will have the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. They lead by 7. But no lead is safe in this gym against this Assumption team. Case in point. That tenacious defense creates turnovers and can change the score in a hurry. Fade Sorensen in the corner to Linsmeyer. Lamp, long 3, that's way short. Rebound is blocked by Kreider. Kreider down the other end, great pass from Owen. Boy, did Nekoosa look sharp on that run, huh? Just the perfect lob from Linsmeyer to Kreider. And that wasn't an easy play for Kreider either. 9-point game. Turnover. Tarek Tuttle. Missed the shot. Heard footsteps. Now Assumption gives it back. I'm not sure where that pass was originating or heading to. Played about a minute in the quarter. Kreider almost threw it away. Tarek. Owen, that's the one you want. And that's why. Owen drills the three. Nekoosa by 12, and Coach Weisenbach wants a timeout. Hey, the Papermakers with a bit of a run to start the fourth. Our score with 6:32 to play. Nekoosa 50, Assumption 38. 6:32 to play. A lot of time left. Nekoosa with a nice little run right now, but as we all know, basketball is a game of runs. You're going to have your strong moments, you're going to have your weak moments. The key is to survive the weak ones. Lamp was going to shoot two. I'm not sure who got the foul. 42, Tanner Stevens is first. Team 8th, I believe, on, no, team 7 on Nekoosa. Not that it matters much. Lamp now 1 out of 3 from the line. Looking for his 17th point. Tuttle. Ooh, Kreider goes high to pull down that one. Owen from the other side. Owen starting to warm up here in the fourth quarter. Now has 4 threes, 2 of them in the last couple minutes. Lamp with the long three. His 4th tray. Boy, Assumption does a nice job of screening for Lamp, getting him those open looks. 53-42 our score. Owen. Kreider, Stevens on the baseline. Tanner puts it on the floor and is called for an offensive foul. Wow. .536 to play. Nekoosa by 11. Pulse for 3. Sure looks like Assumption's warming up too. Back to an 8-point game. 5:20 to play. Owen to the basket. Nice finish. 55-45. Lamp guarded by Kreider. You don't want to foul anybody here. Nice pass from Lamp to Jared Haas. Little no-look pass that time by Lamp. And Haas laid it down. 8-point game. 4:30 to play. Sipla. Hunter Sipla has 11. 57-47. Boy, the scoring sure has picked up, hasn't it? Tanner with a bad foul there. Going to be a bonus free throw. I don't know why they're going out of bounds with the basketball here. Now they recognize it's a bonus situation. So Chase Lamp back to the line. That's Nekoosa's 9th foul, for heaven's sake. So obviously it's a shooting foul. Assumption in the double bonus the rest of the night. Kreider pulls it down. Owen dribbles through the double team. I tell you what, that double team doesn't leave you, though. Kreider a little soft there. Boy, next makes a nice play on the other end, though. Ty was lackadaisical on the other end with that pass. I thought I was just going to pick it up casually, and you can't do that against Assumption. Can't fall asleep on inbound plays either. Jared Haas makes it an 8-point game, 3:50 to play. Owen. Stevens, Cipla. Overlaid it. Stevens got it back. Missed the shot. Off of Cipla, Assumption basketball. Couple of good opportunities. Didn't get anything out of it, but 3:30 to play. 57-49. Pulse. Oh, a little walk maybe inside. Nope. Going to call a foul on Cipla. Hunter's fourth. Nekoosa crowd not real happy with the officials right now. And I think they have a case for a walk that time on Haas before the shot. Haas is good with the first. He's 2 out of 4. Makes it a 7-point game. Brad Savage getting ready to come back in for Nekoosa. Brad with those 4 fouls replaces Hunter Cipla, who has 4 fouls. Nekoosa's not yet in the bonus yet. I think I said yet a few times there. I get carried away sometimes. Nekoosa not yet into the bonus. They only have, Assumption's only committed 5 fouls, which is just amazing given their aggressive play defensively. Tuttle up ahead to Stevens, and Coach Baldischweiler says, I think we need a timeout. Timeout on the court, 3:14 to play, 57-51, Nekoosa. Brad Savage will put it in play, 3:14 left in the game, on regulation anyway. Nekoosa hanging on to a 6-point lead. It was a 12-point lead. A kick by Linsmeyer. Nekoosa will bring it in play again. I'm not sure what Coach Weisenbeck is telling the official there. It was an obvious kick. Tuttle in the corner. Good thing Turek is a strong individual. Owen, clutch basket. 8-point game, 2:45 to play. Lamp. Good drive, good finish. 6-point game, 2:30 to play. Ooh, Owen might have got away with one there. Kreider. Owen Linsmeyer, bango! Owen's 5th tray. Nekoosa by 9. Deep pocket. 3-ball. Lamp for 2. Lamp battles. Tyler Stevens had it, and he is fouled by Lamp. 6th team foul. It is not a shooting foul. Second on Lamp. Hunter Cipla coming back in, and he will replace Tanner Stevens. Coach Weisenbeck with a timeout. 2:06 to play, 62-53 Nekoosa. Full court pressure by Assumption. Brad Savage finds Ty Kreider. Cross court Cipla. Hunter is fouled going to the basket. Hard foul by Haas. And Cipla will shoot 2. So Nekoosa did a good job that time against the Assumption pressure. Let's see if Hunter can knock down a free throw or 2, huh? Hunter now 2 out of 6, so I think he's due. Makes a pair. Nekoosa by 11. 2 minutes to play. Lamp. Maybe looking for that 3-ball now, him and Pulse. Miss inside, ball tapped around. Kreider comes up with it for Nekoosa. Ty gets it off to Owen, minute 40 to play. Owen attacks the basket, Sipla missed. Got it back once, twice, put it down. Nice job, Hunter Sipla. Boy, he's been a key down the stretch here, hasn't he? 66-53, and now we get a held ball. Possession arrow to Assumption. They'll inbound with a minute 24 to play in the game, trailing by 13. Cross court to Linsmeyer, back on top to Pulse. Josh was bumped. Late whistle. He's going to shoot two. When I say he was bumped out by the free throw line. Continued on to the basket, and awfully late whistle that time for the foul. Goes on Hunter Sipla, and Hunter gets a nice crowd ovation from the crowd tonight as he commits his 5th foul, but boy, he's really contributed on the score sheet. Sits down with 15 points tonight. And of course, Hunter comes into the ball game off the bench. That should be a 2-shot foul. I'm not sure why they're playing it. Pulse will get one more. Assumption hasn't helped themselves from the line. A few minutes ago, Lamp missed a pair. Now Pulse makes 1 out of 2. 66-54, a minute 16 to play. Owen is fouled. He'll shoot free throws. I believe 22. Lamp got the foul, but they haven't posted it yet. No, wrong again. It's Pulse with his first. Owen long with a free throw. Kreider tried to keep it alive. There comes the Royals. Minute 5 to play. Baltus lost it. Picked up by Kreider. Baltus wanted to get the ball in the corner, but the ball slipped out of his hands. And now Owen. Iffy pass there to Kreider, but it got there. 44 seconds to play. I'm surprised Assumption is not fouling here. They're down 12. And now 30 Haas with just a push. And that should be an intentional foul, but of course it won't be. We had that discussion last night. He did not play the basketball at all. He just pushed the man. Now, I just don't understand. Why do we have a rule in basketball concerning intentional fouls if you never apply it? We never apply it. And now the official who made the call is throwing one of the Nekoosa fans out of the game, out of the gym. And I don't Nekoosa has substitutions waiting to come in the game. 44 is Justin Mortel. 22, Riley Erickson, and number 20, Matt McDonald. Owen Linsmeyer is going to shoot, I believe, the bonus on this intentional foul. And they call a lane violation now on Nekoosa. So Nekoosa ends up with nothing out of the whole thing. Assumption with the basketball. Owen sits down. 35 seconds to play, 12-point game. Gersmal doing a good job against Pulse. And Pulse picked it up and dribbled it again. I don't quite understand that one. Lamp lays it down. 15 seconds. Gersmal with the basketball, looking for a friend. And he's bumped by Pulse. And we'll go to the other end. Brett will shoot two. 66-56, 11.4 seconds to play in this contest. Yeah, these teams have met every year in this Assumption tournament for quite some time. Brett makes his first point of the night. Assumption hasn't won this ball game, I think, since 2008. So this will be Nekoosa's, fifth straight win over Assumption and the Cranberry Classic. Pulse. And that's going to do it. Hard-fought basketball game. Nekoosa comes out on top. Our final in this ball game, Nekoosa 67 and Assumption 56. So a big fourth quarter for the Papermakers. They put up 22 points against 18 for Assumption. And again, Nekoosa an 11-point winner tonight. I'm sure we're going to have the presentation of the all-tournament selections here in just a second. Previous game, they picked one player from each team. I expect the same here. Owen Linsmeyer, of course, is the selection from Nekoosa. And there's other deserving players. Ty Kreider had a really good tournament. Hunter Sipla, a really good tournament. Ty Kreider also selected to the tournament team. Josh Pulse for Assumption.
And our last individual, number 22 for the Assumption Royals, Chase Lamp.
And Chase Lamp. So two selections from both teams. Real good ball game tonight. Let's go through the scoring rundown for Assumption. Josh Pulse finishes the night with 3 3-balls and 18 points. Chase Lamp right there with him. He had 4 3-balls and finishes the night with 24 points. Jared Haas puts up 12 for the Royals, and Colt Linsmeyer adds 2. For Nekoosa, Owen Linsmeyer, 5 3-balls, 5 other field goals, and a free throw. 26 tonight for Owen to go with the 27 he had last night. Tarek Tuttle had a bucket and 2 points. Brett Gersmo finishes with 1. Brad Savage with 11. Ty Kreider, 2 3-balls and 14 points, and Hunter Sipla off the bench. I believe I counted that up before, finished it with 17. Make that 15 tonight for Hunter Sipla. So a good team effort by Nekoosa in this win over Assumption. Close game throughout, 14-all after one quarter. Nekoosa outscored Assumption 17-15 in the second, led 31-29 at the half. Papermakers created some space in the third quarter, outscoring the Royals by 5. And then a 22-18 advantage down the stretch where Nekoosa got up by as many as 12 points. Again, our final, Nekoosa 67 and Assumption 56. Next week, boys in action Monday against Medford. We will not have that game on public access. Girls are in action next Thursday at Blair Taylor. Again, we will not have that ball game on public access. But we will be in Nekoosa on Tuesday for the girls game. That's December 3rd. They will take on Boston in a conference game. That'll be on public access a few days after. And then next Friday night, we'll be back in the Nekoosa Gym when the boys take on Boston in a South Central Conference basketball game. Wraps it up for us tonight. I want to thank our camera person, Nita Kirst. She did an outstanding job with limited training. She's going to go right to the top of the camera people at River City's Community Access, no doubt about it. Anyway, thank you, Nita. My name is Tom Kirst. I want to thank you for joining us. I sure hope you join us again next time for Nekoosa Sports.